Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Bear's Attack 1 on the Ultimate Custom Night. This is the easiest preset challenge in UCN and introduces you to several core mechanics such as the power generator, doors, and ventilation. However, we're going to take it a step further today and also learn about two mechanics vital to playing UCN at a high level: camp stalling and office stalling. We'll get to all that in a second though. First, I want to talk about UCN's controls and the basic things you need to know to get started. If you're on PC, your controls are displayed right now. Feel free to pause the video to read them fully. If you're on console or mobile, the screen will appear when you start up a round for the first time since opening the game. You can see the controls for yourself there. One of your most important tools is the power generator. This can be activated by pressing 1, and it makes a lot of challenges much easier. In short, it significantly slows the power drain in exchange for increasing the noise meter. Certain animatronics such as Music Man become more active when the noise meter is high. Speaking of which, Lefty is one of those animatronics and he is active on this night, although just barely. Now, how do you think we should deal with this issue? A lot of new players would say to not use the power generator and try to keep the noise to a minimum, and that is a viable strategy. You can still survive the night without the power generator fairly easily, but what if you're playing 50-20 or some other difficult challenge? You definitely need the extra power for that, so how would you go about dealing with Lefty then? Well, there's a very simple tactic used to deal with situations just like this one called cam stalling. What exactly is cam stalling, you may ask? It's a strategy that involves leaving the monitor set to a certain camera, which prevents certain animatronics from moving at all unless you switch to a different camera. Several animatronics can be cam stalled, and Lefty is one of them. So, by setting the monitor to cam 3 at the start of the night and not switching cameras, Lefty is no longer a threat and you can use that power gen all you want. With Lefty essentially defeated, let's move on to some other animatronics. Most of these guys can be dealt with pretty easily as long as you know how. First up, there's Golden Freddy. He has a chance to appear in the office when you lower the monitor. To get rid of him, either flip the monitor back up or put on the Freddy mask. I recommend getting into the habit of using the mask, as that'll be the method used to get rid of him on harder modes. You can also put the mask on right after exiting the monitor to get rid of him quickly, just like FNaF 2. Next, there's Helpy. Similar to Golden Freddy, he has a chance to appear in the office when you lower the monitor. Unlike Golden Freddy though, he won't kill you if left unattended, but he will block your view for a second and briefly raise the noise meter. Just click on him to get rid of him. Phantom Freddy will slowly start to appear in your office passively. When he gets close to fully forming, hold the flashlight on him for a second to get him to disappear for a bit. You can also tap flash consistently to get him to stay gone, similar to Foxy in FNaF 2. He always appears on the left, so be sure to face over there when flashing him. Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare have a chance to appear at either door while the monitor is up. You can tell that one of them spawned when you hear deep laughter. Using headphones, you can determine if they're on the left or the right and shut the corresponding door. You can also see their eyes peering at you from the doors. Once you hear a bud, open the door back up and they'll be gone. Rockstar Freddy has a chance to activate when you lower the monitor, at which point he'll ask for coins and give you a time limit to deposit them. If you don't have 5 coins, don't worry, just turn on the heater for a few seconds by pressing 3, and he'll malfunction and give up. Remember to turn the fan back on and cool the office back down. Finally, there's Ned Bear, who crawls around in the ducts. You can mostly ignore him since he has a very low chance to attack you during this challenge. However, if you want to make absolutely sure, just use the heater for 2 seconds every minute or so to push him back. You may have noticed that I haven't talked about Freddy or Molten Freddy yet, and there's a specific reason for that. Next, I want to talk about another technique called office stalling. This is a key tactic in UCN, especially on harder modes. You see, most animatronics in UCN can't kill you unless you raise the monitor, a lot like how Bonnie and Chica worked in FNaF 1. By only raising the monitor when you absolutely have to, you can just chill in the office for 99% of the run, and know exactly when you need to block certain threats. On this run, those threats are Freddy and Molten Freddy. Once the warning signals appear next to the monitor, you have 20 seconds before the ventilation goes out completely. Once the room starts getting darker, close the left door for 2 seconds, then open it back up. If you heard a bud, that means that Freddy was just repelled. Next, do the same thing with the forward vent. Same deal with Molten Freddy. After clearing both the left door and forward vent, flip the monitor up and reset the ventilation, then flip it back down. I highly recommend using the S key for this and preemptively moving your mouse over the reset ventilation button. Now wait for another 45 seconds and repeat the same process until 6 AM. Remember, close the left door for 2 seconds when it starts getting dark, then close the vent for 2 seconds, then reset the ventilation. By using cam stalling and office stalling to your advantage, you can keep the power generator on for the entire night and safely make it to the end of the night. Well, that's all for now. Follow this strategy and you should be able to beat the first preset challenge. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below or to join my community Discord server. By joining the Discord server, you can get personalized tips on any FNaF game from myself, TruePlayer, Shooter25, and a bunch of other FNaF experts and content creators. It's a great community and I highly recommend joining. Also, special thanks to my friend Hyper. He'll be making most, if not all, of the thumbnails this month, and that's a lot of thumbnails because there's a ton of videos releasing this month. He definitely deserves more recognition for all of his hard work, so go subscribe to him. His channel is linked in the description as well as in the cards. With that being said, thank you guys for watching this guide. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.